Hi there, and welcome to Yoga with Your Kids. I have my son Alex here to help me out today.
Hi guys.
So the first thing that we're going to do is look at our partner and bring our hands to heart center and tell your partner that I will be gentle and respectful with your body during this practice. I will be gentle and respectful with your body during this practice. And then we'll turn and sit back to back with our partner, just in crisscross applesauce. Good, so your back is up nice and tall, and the hands can be on the knees or on the thighs, or resting the lap, wherever they feel comfortable. And I want you to just gently close your eyes and start to notice your breath. And start to notice if after a while, your breath starts to sync up or match your partner's breath. And if not, see if you can match your partner's breath without talking, just feeling. Now you can gently open the eyes, and the next time you breathe in, just bring the arms up overhead. And reach way up tall to the ceiling. And the next time you breathe out, bring the hand that's closest to your screen to the floor. And take the other hand over, stretching the side of your body. So you can bend that elbow if that feels good. And the next time you breathe in, bring that arm back up, bring the body back up. And then as you breathe out, take the opposite hand and stretch over the other way. And then come back to center. Rooting down to the earth with your bones and your bottom and stretching your fingers up really tall to the ceiling. And then exhale and bring the hands down. And from here we'll go into a pose called Lizard on a Rock. So the grown-ups are going to be the lizard the first time, and they will come into child's pose. So I'll demo that first, and then Alex will show you how to be the lizard. So in child's pose, the big toes are touching. The knees can either be apart or together. And we stretch the hands out in front of us. Now the lizard is going to sit right here on my low back, right where these two, sometimes you see little dimples that people have on their low back. So they're gonna sit right there, and then they're gonna lean back over the rock, open up their arms, like a lizard laying on a rock in the sun. Ready?
Yes.
So come up a little bit higher. Yeah, here you go. We'll open your arms up. How does that feel?
Good.
Good. It feels good. And when when the lizard's ready, they'll carefully roll themselves up off of the rock. And then it'll be their turn to turn into the rock. So now the kids will come into child's pose. And the grown-ups, instead of sitting on their back, we're gonna sit crisscross applesauce right next to their bottom. So either stretch your arms out in front of you with your palms turned down. Turn your palms down. Good job. Or you can have the hands along beside you. So I'll lay back over him. Stretch my chest open. I'll check in with my rock. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
Good. And I'll just relax and enjoy the nice stretch, while the rock enjoys some nice compression and a little gentle squish. And then when the lizard's ready, slowly rolling up off of the rock. So after lizard on a rock, then we'll come to standing. And we're gonna stand back to back, and we're gonna take our feet into a wide straddle. Not too wide, but a straddle. And it doesn't matter if the grown-ups' legs are further apart than the kids. They probably will be because they're a lot longer. So we're going to bring the hands to the hips, and then we're gonna bend forward to bring the hands to the floor. And then if you feel safe doing so, you can try to reach for each other's hands. And just let your neck relax and enjoy a nice stretch in your hamstrings. And then we'll drop the hands. And then we'll just come up to standing any way that feels good. Good. So we're gonna keep staying back to back. We're gonna turn the toes that are closest to the screen forward. And then we're gonna keep the toes of the back foot pointing in the direction that they were for our straddle. And we'll bring the arms out. We're gonna keep both legs straight, and we're gonna reach towards the screen like you could tap me on the shoulder. And then come into triangle. So the front leg stays straight. Here we go. And the arms are like a 6 and a 12 on a clock. So you can bring the hand to the shin or to the floor, but it's more important to keep the body nice and level instead of looking like a football player out here. Take one more breath here. And then inhale, come back up. Now turn these toes so that both toes are pointing forwards, and turn the opposite side out. So turn these toes out. There you go. And bring the arms up. And then again, reaching forward like you're gonna tap somebody, and coming down into triangle on this side. Turn your palm the other way. Yeah, there you go. And you can look at the floor, or you can look up at your hand, whatever feels good. One more breath here. And then gently coming up. And let the hands come down. Very good. We'll turn and be side by side. We're gonna let the feet that are closest to each other touch. We're gonna take the outside foot and a big step out. And then we're gonna turn the toes out. We're gonna bend that front leg and reach for our partner. So we're in warrior two. And then we're gonna lean away from our partner. And just see how that feels. So you're holding each other on the forearms and leaning away. Good. And then we'll straighten that front leg. And we'll hold hands. And then we'll flip this palm up so it's facing the ceiling. And then we're gonna reach back towards each other's hands. Yeah, peaceful warrior. So you can straighten the front leg or you can bend it either way. Can we hold for 2 more breaths or is that too many? That's good. And let go. Good. And then we're gonna step so we're hip to hip. We're gonna take our feet a little bit away from each other and wrap your hand around your partner's waist. Good, and we're gonna come into tree. So with your leg that's standing, imagine roots growing down into the ground. And then with the outside leg, we're gonna lift that knee up and turn it out. So you can leave those toes on the ground just like a little kickstand. Or you can bring the foot up to the calf. So play around with it. And you can bring your hands to the middle. And see how long you can hold it. If you fall out of it, just try again. You feel good? A little wobbly tree.
You don't remember.
And then we'll come out. Good job. And we'll switch sides. So now I'll just come to this side of Alex. Our feet will go together. We'll take a big step out with that foot. Turn the toes out. Bend that front knee. And reach for each other's hands. Warrior 2. And then pulling gently on your partner. And looking away from your partner over your fingers. And then we'll straighten that front leg. We'll drop the hands so that we're holding hands. Flip that palm. And then lean back. Peaceful warrior. See if you can touch fingers. And then come back down. And then we'll stand hip to hip again for tree on this side. So wrapping your hand around your partner's waist. I don't know which one feels better. And then sending all the weight to the inside foot. Imagine that your tree growing roots. And then taking the outside foot up. And turning it out. And you can stay with the toes on the ground here. Or bring them to the calf. Or you can do like Alex is doing, reach down. And bring the foot to the thigh. Just make sure you don't keep your foot on your knee joint because that will push your knee in the wrong direction. And then we bring our hands together. Be careful. And like I said, if you come out, just come back in. Tree in a storm. And then we'll come out. And give your partner a high five. Nice. All right. So after tree, we'll do another balance pose. So you're gonna step so you can have your arms on your arm connected with your partner's arm. And we're gonna come into airplane. So you can pick either leg. Alex and I are gonna start with our outside leg going behind us. And we're just gonna tip the body forward and bring the arm out to the side. Into an airplane. It helps if you look at something still on the floor. And so you're supporting your partner. Good. And then we'll come back up. Very good. You ready to do the other side?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So let's step a little further apart. And now we'll take the other leg behind us. When you're ready. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Find something still to look at on the floor. Stretch the other arm out like an airplane. Support your partner. Don't pull them over. All right. And then when you're ready, we'll come right back up. We'll turn and face each other. We'll hold hands. And let's take the feet about hip distance apart and turn your toes out just a little bit. Good. And then when you're ready, we're gonna drop that seat down towards the mat to come into a frog type pose called yogi squat. Ready? Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we drop that seat down. Good. And we hold on to our partner's hands to help them stay upright, just like two little frogs facing each other. And we hold. Good. And then very carefully, we let go of one hand at a time, take the hand behind us and other hand behind us to come down onto our bottoms. And then we're going to take our feet and put our feet together. And when you feel ready, reach for your partner's hands, and we're going to come into what's called double boat. So you talk with your partner and decide which leg you'd like to extend first. So first you'll push against each other's feet and straighten one leg. We'll do that one. And then once you feel good and stable there, you'll push and try to bring the other leg up. Good. And we'll hold. You do 2 more breaths. One more. And then we'll gently come back down. Good. Very good. We'll take these legs out wide. So the grown-up's legs, again, just like when we were standing in straddle, your grown-up's legs will be wider. So the kids' legs will come to the inside, probably on the calf of the grown-up's legs. And again, we'll hold hands and we'll keep our chest nice and tall. So straighten up your chest, push your chest up, there you go. And then very gently, we're gonna do what's called seesaw. So first Alex is gonna lean back, which is gonna stretch me forward. And then I'll come forward. So try to leave your chest up. And then back. A little bit of tummy muscles. And forward. Good. And let's do 2 more times. So it's really important here that you're respectful and gentle with your partner's body so that nobody gets stretched further than what feels good. And then we'll both come back up. Good, so our backs are up nice and tall. We'll leave the feet how they are, and we're gonna act like we're shaking hands. And then with the opposite hand, we're gonna lean over, side bend, you go towards the wall. Yeah, side bend. And come back up. We'll shake the other hands down and side bend the other way. And come back up. Very good. And then for our last pose together, we'll come back into crisscross applesauce, facing each other this time, and our knees will be touching. So this one's a little bit tricky. It's called double pretzel. And we're gonna take, I'm gonna take my right hand and put it behind me. And Alex is gonna take his right hand and put it behind him. I'm gonna reach with my left hand to his right, and he's gonna reach for my hand that's behind my back. So if this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, grown-ups, then just skip this one. And you can use your partner's hand to gently twist the body open a little bit more. So you're looking towards the wall. Good. And then we'll come back to center, let go of the hands, and we'll switch sides. So now my left hand comes. There you go. And we twist, looking over that back shoulder. And then we come back to center, letting go of the hands. Bring our hands to heart center and we just bow to our partner. And we can say thank you, or we can say what yogis say, namaste, which means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. So thank you and namaste. So we'll close the practice with what we call Shavasana, which is time to just be quiet. So Alex and I will lie on our backs head to head, and he grabbed 2 stuffed animals. So if you want to go grab those really quickly, just pause the video and then meet us back when you're ready. So we'll go ahead and lie back to back and head to head. And we're gonna put the stuffed animal right on our belly. So right either on our belly button or just below our belly button. And you can have the arms down by your sides. Or if you'd like to bring your arms out to the sides and touch your partner's hands, you can do that. Yep, so bring them back. So either way. And then we close the eyes. We try to give the stuffed animal that's resting on our belly a nice little wave movement. So either like the stuffed animal is riding in a boat, or we're trying to rock the stuffed animal to sleep. We send that breath all the way into our belly. And then as we exhale, the belly falls back down. Let's see if we can count 10 breaths in our head quietly. Rocking our stuffed animal by taking big breaths into the belly. And then after you count to 10, just keeping the eyes closed and letting your breath return to normal. And the eyes stay closed. And you can repeat silently in your head the words I say. May I be safe and loved. May I be happy and healthy. May I be kind and caring. May I know that all is well. And then you'll start to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. And then roll over onto your side. And then eventually finding your way back up to a cross-legged seat. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me and Alex today. We hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.
Yeah.